So Jeff budgets his monthly expenses as follows. And he has $4,000 a month. How much is he budgeting in dollars each month? Draw an approximate pie chart of his expenses. Okay, so $4,000 a month. How much is he budgeting in dollars? So for a household, you just take that 40% times $4,000. Just remember, all of these are going to change to decimals. You're dividing by 100. So it's really 0.4 times 4,000. So that's $1,600. 0.25 times 4,000 is 1,000. Oops. 0.15 times 4,000 is 600. Oops. 600. I may have said 6,000. Sorry. Times 4,000 here. 0.05 times 4,000. It's 200. 1 times 4,000 should be 400. And this one we already did. It was 200. So just double check myself here. If I add all those up, I should get what I had to start with. And I do, I get 4,000. So how much is he budgeting in dollars each month? That was the answer. Draw an approximate pie chart. I will move that back down, I swear, in just a sec. Okay, so 40% is not quite half. So if we find about the middle of that, I'm just going to put a little line here. There's half. And so let's split that into 4 equal parts. Okay, so 40% would be about right there. And that's approximate. I need to label this. And this is monthly expenses. Gotta have a title. Household is 40%. And it's an approximate. You can use a ruler. It doesn't have to be measured out perfectly. It just needs to make sense. Okay, so the next one is 25%. So that would be a fourth of it. Well, not the next one, but yeah, it is the next one. I lied. So education is 25%. So it should be about a fourth of the circle. And then, let's see. Yeah. And 10% should make this 50% total, half of it up there. So the one that was 10% was savings. And then, let's see, transportation was 15%. Oh, that's really bad. But that would be like down here. And then you have 5%, health and miscellaneous. So that's this one split in half. Now, those pieces could have been anywhere. They didn't have to be in that order. The sizes need to be around that size, but, I mean, they don't have to be exactly that size. Just an approximate. Questions on that? All right. Next one, draw a bar graph from the amount spent. So again, you need a title. I'll put it as monthly expenses, in case you didn't see that. Across the bottom, I guess here are categories. You have to label these. And on the side is expenses, and it's measured in dollars. Household education. I'm going to abbreviate these. Household education, transportation, health, savings, transportation, health, savings, and miscellaneous. And they range from 200 to 1,600. So I'm going to count by 200. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. 200, 400, 1,600. That's really all I got to do. So household expenses was $1,600. Education is 1,000. Remember, these bars should not touch. If they do, you're drawing a histogram and not a bar graph. So there should be spaces in between them. Transportation is 600. Health is 200. Savings is 400. And miscellaneous was also 200. So it looks something like that. Oops. And it should have a title on it. Okay, just keeping with the time here. Okay, so you got Tina's budgeted income is as follows. Make a line graph. Okay, so budgeted income. I'm going to label this income.
Teachers, excuse interruption. I need the following students to report to the commons area. Miles Williams, Lauren Moore, Emma Prozinski, Joseph Nunn, Haven Tinsley, Colin Gates, Eden White, Jace Smith, Caleb Ishmael, Cameron Holder, Claire Casey, Kinley Painter, Mariela Escalera, Damon Harrison, Tyler Wheelis.
Okay, I'm not going to do all of this one, we're probably going to run out of time anyways, which I'll just upload the answers. But I put this right here as a break in the graph. It looks like a backwards Z. So I could start at 7,000 instead of trying to start at 0 and figuring out what to count by. January is 8,800. So that's almost 9,000. February is 9,300, so it's a little bit above that. March is 8,350, so it's a little bit below that, and you would connect them with straight lines and just keep going. So we got it all. Okay, and there's more, obviously. Then Marina's monthly liabilities and her monthly income, and we want the debt to income ratio as a percent. Okay, so we need these totals. So 1,400 plus 350 plus 140 plus 130 plus 600. If I typed all that right, please somebody tell me if I didn't. What y'all got? So debt to income ratio, you start with debt, so it's 2620. You divide it by the income, and then you times it by 100 so that it will be a percent. And you get like the remnants in there's whole percent, it would be 28%, which is bad. Anything over 20% is bad. Less than 15 is good. So I guess in between there is meh. And the last one, I think this, yeah, net worth. So you just add up assets and liabilities and you subtract the two. So again, if I type a number in wrong and I don't get the same thing as you, just let me know. That's what I got. Then, I very easily could have hit a wrong button somewhere. If you got something different, just let me know. So Bob's net worth, you just subtract those two numbers. And 763,740. Seems like that came from your homework. So test tomorrow. We got done in time.